In this box, I have all of the giveaway entries to my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. What I did was I printed out all the comments and all the tweets. I cut each one out individually, and I put all the paper strips in the shoebox. So there was 8 Twitter entries and 39 YouTube comments, and they're all inside this box. So we'll get to this at the end of the video. In my 1,000 subscriber giveaway announcement video, I did ask for questions and comments as your entry. So I'm going to briefly answer all of your questions, and really brief so I can get through all of them. So let's just get started. The first question comes from Aaron. Is photography your job or is it more of a hobby? Right now it's just a hobby. White on Rice, nice name. Have you looked at the Sigma prime lenses for the Panasonic G7? Not prime lenses, but I'm hoping to get the Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8 lens for this camera, and I will also be getting the Metabone speed booster so I can attach it to this camera. So stay tuned for that. What is one piece of technology that you have always wanted that you don't have yet? A drone. In your Panasonic G7 review, you said that the G7 has some flat picture profiles you use when shooting video with the intention of color grading in post. In your opinion, which one works best? I use the natural picture style, and I have the contrast, sharpness, and noise reduction all turned to -5. What would you rather, a dog or cat? Easy, dog. Brennan, love your channel. You really helped me in buying the G7. Awesome, I hope you're enjoying it and you're making some epic content. Can you do a video with the G7 with vintage lenses? Yes, maybe in the future. Let's check that out in 2017. What country would you like to travel just to take photographs of its nature, buildings, landscape? I live in Brazil, and here we have a place called Cataratas do Iguaçu. It's a really beautiful place. I would really love to see Machu Picchu in Peru, and I love the architecture in Italy, so I would love to travel to those two countries. And I would also love to check out your waterfalls in Brazil. They look amazing. I just googled the picture like 10 seconds ago. Crazy Gaming asks, please could you do more editing videos because I think you're very good at them. Hope I win. Yes, I can do those in the future, and good luck with the giveaway. Mystic 888888, that's a lot of 8s. What's your dream camera and lens combo? On the photography side, I would pick the Canon 5D Mark IV with the Tamron 24 to 70mm f2.8 lens, just because that lens is a great multi-purpose lens. If I had to take one lens with me, it would be that lens. Sandra asks, could you imagine living in another country? If so, which country? Probably not, but I would love to travel the world and see different countries and cultures. Could you please make a video about entry-level DSLRs you recommend? Yes, I can do that in 2017. And at the moment, the Canon T6i is a very solid option. You are a very personable young man. You make all the topics you record videos about really interesting. Thank you, I really appreciate that. I would be interested to know what you think about the Panasonic GH series of cameras. They shoot great quality 4K video content, and it's a cheaper alternative to the Sony 4K cameras. Congrats on constantly putting up videos. What's your photography and videography workflow like? To get an idea for my photography workflow, check out my What's in My Camera Bag video. I share my gear, and I also tell you what lenses I use to shoot specific things or events. And to get an idea of my video workflow, check out the Best Budget 4K Filmmaking Camera. There you'll get a general idea of my setup, but I can make a more detailed response in the future. How do you deal with stress? I listen to music. I love music. Can you get more G7X or G85 tutorials for us budget filmmakers? Thanks in advance. I plan on reviewing the Panasonic G85, which is considered the older brother or the next generation to the G7. Check that out. I'll probably have that out in January of next year. What are your favorite lenses to use on the Metabone speed booster? And do you think the speed booster is worth it? I'm going to have to find out. I'm getting the speed booster today. I'm waiting for UPS. And eventually I will be getting the Sigma 18 to 35mm f1.8 lens, which I heard is a very solid option. What was your first camera and what did you miss about it? My first camera was the Canon T3i, and what I miss most about it is the pop-out articulating LCD screen, because my Canon 6D doesn't have that. What is the weirdest thing you have had to film and or photograph for a client? Nothing too weird, but the hardest thing that I photographed was just these small dogs that were super energetic and ran all over the place. It was hard to get them in focus and to get the composition right at the same time. What are some of the best lights for video production? Honestly, I can't answer that question right now. I'm just basically using regular lamps and an LED work light behind me. But eventually I will invest in some of those professional video lights, and when I do, I will let you know. Congratulations! Please do a budget lens review and compare the 25mm and 35mm lens that are running about $25 to $40 for mirrorless cameras. I'm not sure which specific lenses or brands you're talking about, but if you leave them in the comments for this video, I'll check them out. How did you get into cameras and filmmaking stuff? Initially, I started out with videography to record YouTube videos for my tech channel. It's Brennan's Tech Bite if you haven't seen it. And then since my video camera had picture capabilities, I learned about photography. Maybe a video of things that you think are the most useful in terms of camera gear, like things you wouldn't want to live without, not like lenses, but things one wouldn't necessarily think of. Check out my recent gift guide that I made a couple weeks ago. I recommend some cool accessories for your camera that aren't lenses. Can you do a video on how to do a professional headshot? Thanks. Yes, I can do that, maybe in 2017. Hey Brennan, thanks for the giveaway. I'm here since the very beginning of this channel and I really like it. Keep up the good work. Thanks Toby, I appreciate you being here from the very beginning. I see you in the comments every single week. I really like how you mostly answer the comments and that you let us know that you appreciate our feedback. Are expensive tripods worth it for beginners? Also, a comparison between a cheaper and an expensive tripod would probably make an interesting video. You don't necessarily need an expensive tripod as a beginner. Just make sure the tripod can support the weight of your camera and it has the features that you like, maybe a video head or a ball head. And yes, in the future, in 2017, I will review some tripods. Clay Smitty Plays asks, what is the most interesting photo shoot you have ever been a part of? I would say shooting the San Francisco Giants. It was a really cool experience, it was fun, and also to get to the photo wall, I had to walk through the dugout past all the Giants players to get there, which was really awesome. Diligent Pix asks, woohoo, giveaway. What's your favorite thing to do every year for Christmas? I love looking at Christmas lights in the neighborhood and in the city. It's really cool when everything just lights up and shines bright like a diamond. If you could be a celebrity, who would you be and why? I'm not really sure, but maybe a basketball player. I love basketball. What is the coolest thing you have ever photographed? The San Francisco Giants. What made you start a YouTube channel? Thanks for sharing. I initially began my YouTube career with a YouTube channel called Brennan's Tech Bite, which was focused on Apple products and Apple accessories, and that was my passion at the time. But my true passion is with photography and also videography, and that's why I started this new YouTube channel, Brennan Spark. And the goal of this channel is to share my passion with you guys, and also to help you guys out with your camera gear and to pass on my knowledge to you. What motivates to do YouTube videos? I need to find my passion with this, but I lack the motivation. Thanks, Brennan. What motivates me to do YouTube? Creating content, which is fun. If you're not excited about what you're making, then it's hard to create content. And also, reading all of your comments and knowing that I have an audience motivates me to make more videos. Because I know if I don't make a video, then I'm disappointing all of you guys. What was the biggest project you were involved in? By the way, congrats on 1K. Nothing too huge. Maybe the biggest thing I did was shoot a 3-day music festival. Got my G7 yesterday. Awesome, I hope you're enjoying it too. The camera is killing it in low light compared to my stupid Canon 600D. Alright, where's the last page of questions? Heather asks, hi Brennan, congrats. I love to see some videos on your workflow, storage solutions, keeping digitally organized. Sounds good, I'll do that in 2017. Alex C. asks, could you do a video on starting a photography business for beginners? Tips and tricks to start getting your name out there. That's also another great idea for 2017. Goat PvP. Hey, do you watch Jesse and Gina? I actually would love to see some gifts for photographers, maybe every month. That might be a little hard. I might eventually run out of ideas, but I could recommend 1 to 2 cool gadgets every month. I can try that. Are you planning on making/directing a short film, for example? Not in the immediate future, but I would love to do one down the road. Have you always had a love for photography and videography, or did it start more along the lines of tech and then slowly transitioned into the photography and videography field. That's pretty much spot on. My original passion was with technology. It all started with the iPhone. I was just amazed when Steve Jobs announced the first iPhone. And then I wanted to share my passion on YouTube, so I got into videography and I learned how to record YouTube videos. And from there, since I had mentioned this already, since I had a camera that could shoot videos and pictures, I decided to move to photography. Where are we? I bought a Panasonic G7 thanks to your videos, so thank you and congrats. Awesome. I also hope you're enjoying it and you're making epic content. What's your favorite part of shooting photos/video? Pre-production, post-production, etc. and why? Pre-production is a lot of work. You have to set everything up, so I don't really like pre-production. Post-production is fun because that's when you can be super creative, but my favorite part is seeing the final product, either the final picture or the final video. And that's when you know all of your hard work came to fruition and you get to see the final product and it's complete. And the final question is from Ken. What's your favorite brand of SD cards you like to work with? And that's worthy of 4K shooting as well. One of my favorite brands is Transcend. It's a little cheaper than SanDisk. I'm currently using a 128GB card to shoot this video. It's in my Panasonic G7, and if you would like to check it out, check the description down below. Alright, so I just went through all 39 comments. Again, I love reading your comments. I love answering your questions. Feel free to leave comments in my future videos, and I may answer them just in the comments section or in a video. So let's get to what you have all been waiting for, the $100 Amazon giveaway. Again, I have 39 YouTube comments in here and 8 Twitter entries. Let's give this box a good shake. Alright, I think that's good. So, I'm going to pull one winner. Good luck to everyone. I wish I could give something to every one of you, but I don't have that big of a bank account. But hopefully we can do more of these in the future. So, let's pick the winner. Alright, here we go. And the winner is Crazy Gaming. Congratulations, Crazy Gaming. You have just won a $100 Amazon gift card. So I'll send you a private message on YouTube, so make sure you check your inbox. And I'll give you 3 days to respond with your email address. If you don't respond, I'll pick another winner. So, I think this is the last video I'm going to post for 2016. I hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and I'll see you in 2017. Take care.